Hey, my name is Larry Hughes, mortgage broker, license number, NMLS license number 324686. And today, if you give me a few minutes of your time, I'm going to be talking about VA home loans, more specifically, a refinance program that helps veterans, right? So the reason why you're getting this video is that I've identified you as someone who knows a lot of veterans, works around a lot of veterans, and that you know someone who will benefit from this little known benefit for veterans that can help them save them money in their mortgage. So stay tuned, give me a few minutes. So we know that as veterans, we qualify for a VA home loan, and that allows them to buy a place, 0% down, great interest rate, guaranteed by the government, no mortgage insurance, all that great jazz. But what happens when it comes times to refinance? They have a couple options, right? I could do a cash out refinance up to 100% of the actual equity if they qualify financially. They also can do a refinance, a rate and term refinance or a streamline refinance that's more commonly used in the for conventionals or FHAs. But for veterans, it's called an IRRRL, and that is called IRRRL is IRRRL. That's an interest rate reduction refinance loan. And what that does for veterans is that does not, when you do a no cash out IRRRL, that is no job verification has to be made, no appraisal, right? So that's great. So a veteran could have switched jobs, making less money, etc. No credit being pulled as far as what's more on his debt. So no verification of income and no credit. So only thing they offer, only thing they ask for the IRRRL is that for the last 12 months, you've made the payments on time. On time. Payments have to be made on time for the last 12 months. Second thing is that there needs to be a decrease in the interest rate of at least a 0.5 point or better. The third thing is that there's a cost, right? Escrow, stuff like the escrow cost and all that. The cost for that has to be recouped. Excuse me, I don't know why I put that. The cost for this loan has to be recouped within 36 months. So if they're saving a couple $100, the cost again for that loan can't be over 200 times 36. So whatever that number is, right? And there is no minimum FICO score for a VA IRRRL. No, again, I want to repeat that. No minimum FICO score for a VA IRRRL. The VA does not define a minimum FICO score for that. However, this is where a lot of veterans can benefit and where you come in at, is that most banks require a minimum FICO score for this service, right? It's called a lender overlay. And you see that a lot when dealing with banks. They have all kind of overlays on FHA, on a conventional. The lending limits or lending guidelines will be something, and since they're the one lending the money, they can overlay those guidelines with their own, what do you call overlay, or own rules. And the least, out of all the lenders I work with about 40 different lenders, and the least of them want a minimum of 620 FICO score. So we know what we all just went through, right? We know this whole global thing we went through, and a lot of people were affected. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people couldn't keep up with payments, etc. So FICO scores have dropped. So and interest rates have dropped. So now, if you don't have that minimum 620 FICO score, but you want to take advantage of the low interest rates that are out there today, when I say they're low, they're in the twos, and let's just say you have a 3.75, you have a 4.25% interest rate, and you cannot take advantage of it as a veteran. You can't take advantage of it for a lot of these banks are doing this, right? There's only one lender out of all the lenders I work with that does not use this, that does not have this overlay, right? They stick to the VA guidelines, meaning you do not need, there's no minimum FICO score. right? The rate is a little bit higher than what you can get on the open market, but they use a model, or their program is called the NO Fico IRRRL program, or No FICO government program, because they do the same thing for FHA. FHA is a little bit different, and that's for another video. However, you can have, again, a veteran homeowner who maybe have lost their job, changed job, make less, credit has went into the tank, as long as they've made 12 months of their payments on time. The rate is going to be a half a point or better, and the cost can be recouped in 36 months. We can get them a new loan, right? And what does that mean? That means, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of my most recent client and what their savings were, right? So they went from an interest rate of 3.50 interest rate down to a 2.630. I think that's exactly 2.630, right? They went down to that. So no more 3.5. So with that, they're going to save $200 a month, approximately $200 a month, based on their loan amount. That's their savings, $200 a month. Now, their current payment was around $2,000 a month, right? So with that, doing the VA refinance, their first payment is going to be due in November. So they're going to skip February. Excuse me. They're going to skip September. They're going to skip October. So at $2,000 a month, that's $4,000. Just break that down. $2,000 a month. September, October, they're going to save, right? So that's a savings of $4,000 that they're not going to have to pay. They're not going to have to pay. As well as they have approximately $1,800 in their current lender's escrow account that take care of their taxes and insurance, right? So in 2 weeks after we close this deal, after the deal is closed, then they're going to get that $1,800 referred to them. So they're going to get another, again, $1,800 refunded to them. So that's a total of what? $5,800 in savings, real life savings. They would have to pay their mortgage every month, but because they don't have to pay for September and October, first payment is due in November, they're saving $2,000 a month temporarily. And they're getting their escrow, since we established a new escrow account with the new company, they're getting their escrow money back of $1,800. They're going to realize $5,800 and save approximately, again, $200 a month, right? Now, this is why you're getting this video, because most lenders do not offer this no minimum FICO score loan for VA IRRRL program. Not USAA, not Navy Federal. I've checked with both. Their minimum FICO score requirement is 660. So those are two of the biggest government or military lenders out there, USAA and Navy Federal, and neither one of them do it. They both have overlays, again, that requires a minimum of 660 FICO score. But with this lender, they have no minimum overlay. Interest rates are a little bit higher than what you get on the market, but again, they're saving. They went from 3.5 to less than 3, 2.630, which saves them over $200 a month. So my ask is, the reason why you're getting this video is that if you know of any veteran who could use this service, who could use this VA IRRRL, who could save this money, who could save the monthly savings, have them give me a call. My name is Larry Hughes. You know who I am. My number directly is 323-228-2736. I'm a mortgage broker at Elite One Mortgage, a broker associate there. Again, give me a call, 323-228-2736, license number 324686. I'm happy to help. I'm only licensed in California right now. Soon to be licensed nationally, but right now I'm only licensed in California. So again, 323-228-2736. And I look forward to hearing from you. Talk to you soon.